School. I was 19 years old and I had a bell. I had a copper bell on my desk, and that's how we rang the kids in.
Okay,
all right,
ready?
Go ahead, Maddie.
Okay, today is Thursday, April 15th, 2010, and we are interviewing Mary Miller at United Junior High. Mrs. Miller is 86 years old, having been born on July 27, 1923. Mrs. Miller is my great aunt. My name is Maddie Ballard, a working student in conjunction with the United Heroes Project in the Illinois World War II Memorial Board Classroom Project, and I'll be the interviewer. I am joined by my fellow students, Dalton McKee, Cameron Smith, Shelby Link, Cole Fraley, and J.C. Campbell. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Mary F. Miller, and just give my address or tell something about me.
Yeah, you can tell yourself something about you.
All right, and we left the farm because my husband was so ill in '07, and out in the country, you know, you never know in the winter what's going to happen to your electricity or your telephone. So we came in here to live, and he passed away 4th of July, the year we came. And I decided to stay because I couldn't go back and do the whole farm by myself.
How old were you when you joined the war?
You couldn't join the Marines until you were 20 years old. At the time, I was going to school at Western. It was just Western Teachers College then. But I've always wanted to, well, I've always been a tomboy. And I used to read all the boy books, Tom Fielding in Alaska and wherever he went, those series, you know. But so as soon as I found out that I could go, I quit college. Actually, I quit it a year early because I wanted to teach a year. In order to pay my folks back. I could teach 1 year, even though I just got $100 a month. I could teach 1 year and pay them back all that, because there were 7 of us children, and the rest of them didn't go to any specific college. And so then I was 20 when I joined.
Why did you decide to join the U.S. Marine Corps Women's Reserve?
Well, that was something that the guys did, and I wanted to. I just thought it would be great, and I'd always watched the war and where the guys were, and I've always thought about them, you know, on the battlefield, and I just thought this is my chance to do something, even though I wouldn't go overseas, you know.
How did your family feel about you joining?
Well, that's easy to answer, because my family are Danish. They came from Denmark, the 2 of them, when they were 19 years old, with none of their parents, stayed here the whole time. And so they couldn't hardly say anything to me about, you know, they couldn't say, oh, you can't do that, and I'd say, what did you do? But so they didn't mind. My mother was worried that I wouldn't come back because I was stationed in California at the last, and she thought, but I didn't like California, so she didn't have to worry.
Did you have any relatives or friends that joined the war too?
I had one that wanted to, but when she went in, she was going to go in the waves when I went into the WRs, the Women Reserves in the Marines, but she found out that she had brittle diabetes, and there was no way she could go at all, so she was very disappointed. But she wasn't planning to go where I went.
So what did you do when you were in the Marines?
My main job, now do you want the pictures that come with these things or not?
Yeah, we can have
You
those.
do? Okay. My main job, well, first I had to go to boot camp, just like the guys, and I went to Camp Lejeune, and it's the same as the same place with the men's, but in a different division. And
I need to stop you, but the bell's going to ring, so can we just pause?